It's 35 degrees outside. The worst part is feeling this miserable as is and knowing it's only going to get colder. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it out to fly today or not. Jeff and I were kind of going back and forth because it's been sleeting and snowing and stopping, and anyways, Jeff got word that some of the local guys are at one of our abandoned building spots with a heater set up. And I'm not gonna be out hustled, okay? If the Detroit squad's out there with a heater, let's do this. Seems to be a little bit of hope peeking out from yonder horizon. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. They built like a whole hut here. Coming in hot. Oh, it's so nice in here. It is. Oh, this isn't so bad.
Here, put your hand in my pocket.
I will definitely put my hand in your pocket. Oh, he's got hand warmers going. Yeah, buddy.
Hey, how you doing? The lighting's bad.
Man. Yeah, lighting's
light. I don't know what's up with that. It looks beautiful.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Jeff, I missed you.
Oh,
I haven't seen you in ages. You haven't been in my vlogs.
I'm still alive. Ah! I've been getting comments on my videos being like, sorry Drew, Jeff's the best flyer in Detroit now. I'm like, go to his channel and say, what? Why are you coming over here just to... Yuck. Oh gosh. Yeah, the cold really affects battery performance, in case you didn't know. If you haven't had the wonderful opportunity to fly in the cold, yeah, cold temperatures make your battery voltage really sag. So I was full throttle trying to pull out of a swoop and just went right to the fiberglass insulation. It's delicious. It's like cotton candy. Bando cotton candy. Where's it? Alright. If you were tuning into this vlog because you were expecting some really top of the line flying, I'm sorry, you might be disappointed because it is cold. Listen, if you were tuning into this vlog even expecting to see things, you might be disappointed because it is just so dark, cold. Yep, leaving the spot already. I got to fly basically 2 half batteries before some minor crashes resulted in some splashes. That was an unintentional rhyme, I promise. Point is, my quads got a little bit wet and now they won't arm. 2 of them went down each of their first crash. It's really frustrating. And yes, my stuff is conformal coated, which means I did attempt to waterproof it, but that stuff doesn't always work 100% of the time. Looks like the generator ran out of gas right after I left, so timing, I guess. I actually have
one more quad that I didn't even want to bring in there. This has the motors that I've been testing on this, so I didn't want to subject it to concrete and likely puddle splashing, but because we've got like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes of daylight left, because I only got to fly 2 half batteries, I'm gonna rip 1 or 2 quick ones out here, and then I think we're all gonna go get Mexican, just like summer. Little tacos after flying, just like it should be. Describe my excitement level. I feel like it's been ages since we've had a taco date.
It's been a while.
It's been slacking, man. How are your tacos? Supreme?
Pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, let's wrap this vlog up with some tips for winter flying, because I definitely got hit with some problems today that come with flying in very cold weather. First off, performance. Your performance is going to suffer when it's that cold because, like I mentioned, the batteries lose their ability to output reliable current in the cold temperatures. I mean, it's kind of like a weird relationship because as air temperatures drop, the air gets denser, so your propellers actually become more efficient and your motors don't get as hot, so those also perform more efficiently. But then you start passing a point when it starts to get very cold where none of that matters because your battery sags a ton. And yeah, like I said, I mean, I was just like full throttle coming out of that swoop, and so yeah, just be mindful of that. Plan your lines a little bit differently, knowing that you're gonna have a little bit less power. Another thing to keep in mind is everything is going to be wet. When it's cold, water doesn't evaporate as quickly and snow is everywhere and things just are wet. And obviously electronics don't like wetness. There are some things that you can do to waterproof your electronics. I've tried, like I said, I have conformal coating. Maybe the coating is a bit aged, so I should redo that coating because it didn't work today. 2 quads got just a little splash, which caused one to just freak out and the other one not to arm. And last winter I tried a few different methods for waterproofing and I had varying levels of success. Maybe I'll try some more stuff this winter. I will say though, if your equipment does get wet, the best thing to do is just to let it dry. Don't keep plugging it in, expecting to start working without like sufficient time to dry. I brought my stuff home, I've had a couple hours, I put it by the heater and both of them came back to life. They're totally fine. Plugging it in while it's wet, that's what's gonna cause problems. Just get it unplugged and get it in a place where it can dry and give it like ample time to, like I probably should have even waited until tomorrow morning, but I'm impatient. I don't always practice what I say. Anyways, next pain in the ass aspect of winter is that things get more brittle. There are certain materials that we use on our drone for durability, certain soft materials, and the performance of those definitely is degraded when it's cold. I fly a few different props that are all supposed to be durable, and when it's cold you're gonna get things like this. Your durable props, which when it's warm like this have quite a bit of flex and are meant to take some hits, when they get hit when they're cold, they'll crack a lot more easily. And your TPU stuff is going to be brittle. I love my TPU GoPro mounts. TPU is like this wonder material that you 3D print, and it does a great job of protecting GoPros. And seriously, I've had crashes where I've like just fully like cracked the GoPro in half, but the TPU mount is fine. This stuff is really tough, but when it's cold, it does have a tendency to get a lot stiffer and it will start breaking. So last winter I did have a few instances where I would crash and the TPU would crack and the GoPro would go flying, which is a problem that I hadn't had since I stopped using like battery straps to hold down my GoPro. I mean, like, again, I love how well these things work, but they don't work as well in the cold. I think that's everything I'd want to mention. Drone performance gets worse. Watch out for everything being wet. Things break easier. But don't stop flying. Don't let the winter stop you from flying. My promise to you is that over the course of this winter season, I will not just continuously keep complaining about the cold. Just getting it a little bit out of my system in today's vlog, and we're gonna put on our smiley face and we're gonna stay positive about the whole thing. Or we're just gonna travel to California as much as I can. Okay, thanks for hanging out. I still had a great day getting some flying in, and now I'm going to bed. See you later.